Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokémon Leaf Green. Last time we made our way to Fuchsia City and somewhat into Route 12 in order to obtain both the Good Rod and the Super Rod. Once we had obtained both of them, we went fishing for a astronomically long time. So, my apologies if I bored you. Still, today, we're going to be getting up to some much more exciting things. Hey there, old-timer.
Hello there. Do you happen to have a Poliwhirl? Would you agree to trade for my Jinx?
We certainly would. So, sorry, Poliwhirl, but, enjoy your new owner. Poliwhirl will be sent to Dante. Bye-bye, Poliwhirl. Whee! There we go. Dante sent over our new team member, Zinx. Kind of a weird name, but hey, I'll take it.
Thanks.
So, first and foremost, let's go over that Pokédex entry. I want to say Jinx is way toward the bottom of the Pokédex. So, I guess let's get scrolling. There's probably some way to make this move quicker than I know about, but oh well. So let's see here. Ah, there we go. Jinx. Number 124, the human shape Pokemon. It seductively wiggles its hips as it walks. It can cause people to dance in unison with it. Yeah, quite the strange Pokemon. And if you see, it's an Ice Psychic type. Quite a strange typing, wouldn't you say? So, let's take a look here. And, she has an item. A piece of mail. Let's read it. That's a healthy Jinx. Be kind to it. From Dante. And you know, we certainly will. We'll take the mail and send it to our PC. Still, here's our newest party member, Zinx. She will always come with a mild nature, which is pretty beneficial. I want to say it ups her speed and I think lowers, I think it's defense or attack. I forget which. Either way, if you notice, she has some insane special attack. For only being level 27, Jinx is a powerhouse in that regard. Her biggest thing is that, frankly, she's frail. Quick and powerful with special attack, but, well, she really can't take much of a hit, to save her life. So don't expect her to be very tanky, though she will be able to throw out quite a bit of damage. Otherwise, oh yes, mild. It's actually plus special attack minus defense. There we go. Otherwise, she has the Oblivious ability, which prevents attraction. It's kinda useful. It's pretty niche, though. Otherwise, depending on what level of Poliwhirl you trade Dante, Jinx will have very different moves. The same is true for all trade Pokemon. She comes with Lovely Kiss, Snow Powder, and for us, Double Slap and Ice Punch. Now, Lovely Kiss. This is pretty much the signature move of the Jinx family. It has 75 accuracy, and the user forces a kiss on the foe with a scary face that induces sleep. So, we'll be keeping that for quite a while. Otherwise, she starts with a very basic Ice-type move, Powder Snow. It has 100 accuracy, 40 power, and it may cause freezing. It's not bad, but we can do better. She also learns Double Slap, which, is a multi-hit move with low power and not great accuracy. It's also physical, so it's really not great for her. However, she learns Ice Punch at level 25. Because we traded a Poliwhirl that was higher than level 25, she comes with this innately, which is incredibly useful. It's a 75 power, 100 accuracy Ice-type move. the foe is punched with an icy fist. It may leave the foe frozen. Now, you might be wondering, is ice type special or physical? In this game, every ice move is special. This is why Jinx learning Ice Punch is quite ideal. Now, originally there was another Pokemon I had planned on using in our team, a sort of specialist who's really good at learning all of the punch moves, including the elemental ones. However, there was one big issue with that. One, that Pokemon doesn't gain any stab on any of the punch moves, which, not a big deal. I wanted the versatility rather than, the stab on it. Sure, whatever. However, that Pokemon's entire gimmick is that while they know all the punch moves, they're a physical attacker. Ice, fire, and electric moves are all special. So unfortunately in this game, the Pokemon I would have used is really terrible. Once we get to it, I'll point it out, but I wanted to warn you that, hey, Ice Punch is actually phenomenal on Jinx and really bad on that Pokemon, which is why we're not using them. Originally, I was in fact going to use a Starmie in addition to that Pokemon rather than Vaporeon and Jinx, but after making sure my team looked sound and pretty decent, that's what I came up with. So, Otherwise, let's put her in the front slot and give her a chance to shine, shall we? Also, I think I'm going to take the amulet coin from Inari and give it to Zinx here. So that way, hopefully, when she does a whole bunch of battles with trainers that I'm sure we'll be fighting today, she'll earn us a little bit more money. Sounds pretty good, huh? There it is. Yeah. Otherwise, too, another big thing I wanted to look at was actually our TM case. Now that we have our entire team, I want to see what all everybody can learn, because I'm certain there will be some interesting things. So let's see, light screen. A wall of light cuts damage from special attacks for 5 turns. Can anyone learn that? Ooh, Zinx can. That is actually fairly tempting. Though to be honest, most of our teammates are actually fairly resistant to special. So if she could learn Reflect, that would be more useful. Otherwise, we do have Giga Drain. I considered teaching this to Cabbage, but the big issue is that it only has 5 PP. It's a good move, it's just, again, 5 PP. That's not a lot to go on. Let's see, Safeguard could be alright, but I'm not huge on it. Return, though, this is a move I think I do want to teach someone, namely Tiamat. Now, she's a normal type who already has phenomenal physical stats, so teaching her Return will be really good. I don't care about Pursuit, so let's get rid of it for Return. Because let me tell you, once Tiamat gets much more friendly toward us, which won't take all that long, that will be a powerhouse of a move for her. Ooh, Reflect, here we go. Halves physical damage. Ooh, Zinx can learn it. Honestly, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Overall, I would get rid of Double Slap for this. Still, I'm kind of thinking back on it. Maybe I don't want her to move that, or to learn that, just because, frankly, she is much more of a, attacker rather than a status buffer or things like that. So maybe I'll wait a bit. I might change my mind later, but it is good to know she can learn it. Otherwise, Shockwave. Unfortunately, the only one who can learn this is King. And honestly, I'm going to teach it to him. We need someone who can do some electric damage, and frankly, this will be a good move for him in order to counter any water types he finds. Seeing that he's a ground type, it's a big weakness. Having a way to fight them directly isn't a bad idea. Honestly, I think at this point I want to get rid of Peck, just because if we need a flying type move, we have Tiamat now. It was early, that he learned it, and frankly, it's a fine move, but we really don't need it now that we're well past early game. Otherwise, Rock Tomb, Secret Power is interesting, though it's nothing I want to teach anyone. Thief. I wonder, who can learn this? King, Tiamat, and Zinx. How interesting. Honestly, I would consider teaching Tiamat this eventually, though not right now. Snatch, nothing I care about. And yeah, that's kind of it. Not bad at all. So, you might be wondering, what are we doing today? Well, remember how I said there was an entire town we never explored? Namely because a whole bunch of rockets were occupying it? That's right. Let's go explore Saffron City. Technically, you're not supposed to go to Saffron City right now, but I would honestly actually recommend it. If we come into our bag and, oops, not play the pokey flute. That's a catchy tune. I meant to open up the map to show you that now, once we've gotten the Poke Flute, normally you should head south down toward Fuchsia City. It makes a lot more sense to actually go to Saffron first just because it's closer, but the game intends for you to go to Fuchsia and then come back to Saffron. Kinda weird, huh? I mean, seriously, you wouldn't think about it like that. Anyways, hey there.
With Sylph under control, we can exploit Pokemon around the world. We'll get stinking rich, yeah!
I mean, that sounds great if you're evil. Mr. Psychic's house? Huh. Alright. What's in here? You must be Mr. Psychic, yes?
Wait, don't say a word. You wanted this.
TM29. Huh.
You already know, don't you? TM29 is Psychic. It's an attack that may also lower the target's special stats.
Oh, baby. This was one of the TMs I have been so excited to get, and it's another reason I wanted Zinx. Psychic is a strong telekinetic attack. It may also lower the foe's special defense stat. 90 power and 100 accuracy. Only 10 PP, but that's more than enough. This is going to be one of Zinx's bread and butter moves, and man, is it gonna be awesome. This is what I'd actually recommend getting rid of Double Slap for. So, feel free to learn it, Zinx. There you go. Get you nice and powered up. Oh, baby. Now, if it's not completely obvious, look. Ice Beam would be a way better move than Ice Punch for her, but frankly, that's so many coins over at the game corner that I can't be bothered. Now look, maybe if I get all the money, sure. But right now, I'm good. Also, what's this? He's taking a snooze. Well, yeah. That's the big thing. When you came to Saffron before, this grunt would have been blocking the door. Now, he's taking a nap. So, this is the next big thing. The Sylph Company office building. This is a massive dungeon, and frankly, it's probably going to take us an episode or two to clear it out. Still, we got the rest of the city to explore in the meanwhile. Hey there.
My life as a criminal makes me feel so alive.
Well, at least you like what you're doing. That's nice. Trainer tips. The new Great Ball offers improved catching rates. Try it on those hard-to-catch Pokémon. I mean, I would, but like I said, I'm not a big fan of using them. Otherwise, most of the other rockets are actually somewhat competent. Until you defeat all of the rockets here in Free Sylphco, you're not going to be able to do too much else. Still, you can at least go to Mr. Psychics. So, hey there.
Saffron belongs to Team Rocket.
Yeah, it certainly does. Must have been a hostile takeover. And, you?
Boss said he'll take this town in the name of Team Rocket.
Right. And you?
What do you want? Get lost.
So, yeah. don't expect to be able to do a whole lot. Saffron City, shining golden land of commerce. Well, at least it was until it got shut down by Team Rocket. And you?
Don't get defiant or I'll have to hurt you.
So yeah, you can't even do the Pokemon gym. Or can you? This right here is the actual gym. Saffron City Pokemon Gym Leader Sabrina, the master of psychic Pokemon. We won't be able to fight her for quite some time. Otherwise, there's the fighting dojo. Huh, how interesting. Maybe we'll spend the day there instead? Sure. Now, this is a whole big series of essentially 5 fights. You can heal in between them, and if you want to take them one at a time, feel free to walk up and talk to them. Hey there.
I hear you're good. Show me.
Sure. It's kind of weird that you've heard about me, but hey, I'll take it. Must have been watching my episodes, huh? Well, unfortunately for you, you're starring in today's episode, so you had no idea I brought a psychic type to the fighting type gym. Now, here's one interesting issue. Zinx is ice type and psychic type. Fighting is super effective against ice type, though they're weak to psychic type moves. This may or may not work out in our favor. So, good. I was hoping she would outspeed. Though to be fair, I was gonna say that's a lot of health to chunk through. Still, she did it and gained a boosted 904 experience. That's right. Because she's a traded Pokemon, she gains boosted experience, meaning she'll catch up to everyone else very quickly. Now, the only huge downside is that you're going to need to keep up on your gym badges. Luckily, that's not really a problem. And hey, she gained a level and grew to level 28, gaining 3 HP, 1 attack, 1 defense, 3 special attack, 3 special defense, and 2 speed. Phenomenal levels.
Judge, 1 point.
So yeah, frankly,
She's pretty darn good.
still though, realistically, you should actually be using a flying type like Tiamat. And honestly, why not? Let's give Tiamat a shot to prove herself.
Hoorah! Take your shoes off.
Sorry, guy. Kind of forgot that this is a very proper fighting dojo. My apologies. Otherwise a Mankey, huh? Alright. I see what you got going on. Here, have an aerial ace. Should be more than enough. Also, I believe this is the first time we've seen Tiamat fight as her evolved form, so that's pretty cool. Another Mankey. Okay, here, have another aerial ace. Doesn't bother me. Good job, Tiamat. Doing very good. Another 490, we take it. Ah, there it is. Mankey's evolution Primate. It's kind of just a bigger pig monkey. So, you know. Uh-oh. Oh, good. Whew. For a minute, I thought you were going to do something that would actually hurt me. But no, you just did seismic toss. All right, nothing to worry about. Cool. Well, not a bad battle. And hey, not bad experience.
I give up.
Yeah, look, we are pretty tough, so I can't say I blame you. Otherwise, what about you two?
Whoa! You're trespassing in our fighting dojo.
Well, I mean, to be fair, your door was kind of just left wide open. So, may as well pass the time with a Pokemon battle, huh? Another Machop. Alright, I think we can, compete. Here, have an aerial ace. Alright, not bad. I was wondering if Tiamat could solo one, but I shouldn't have worried. After all, she is pretty darn powerful. And, well, we know she can, beat Mankeys. At this point, she may as well be considered an old pro at that. So, good job, girl. Or I guess, girls? Never really thought about that. Anyways, she grew to level 32, gaining 2 HP, 3 attack, 2 defense, 2 special attack, 2 special defense, and 2 speed. Very nice. Ooh, he also has a Primate. Well, we learned our lesson last time, so let's use Fly. Meanwhile, he uses Rage. Yeah, that's kind of a pretty signature Mankey move. Their whole thing is taking damage and then dishing it back. they're pretty decent, honestly. You could do a lot worse for a fighting type.
Oof, I give up.
Well, at least you gave it your all. And, you good, sir?
Hee-ah! I have no fear for anything tough. I shatter boulders for training every day.
Wow. You must have some serious muscle. I mean, heck, are you sure you want to be a Pokemon trainer in a fighting dojo with muscles like that? Shoot. Also, wow, level 36. Yeah, admittedly, these trainers are pretty darn tough. I don't know if they expect you to be fighting them right now, but frankly, we're more than ready for it, so why not? Good job, Tiamat. Wow. 1149 experience. Pretty good.
Yo, stubbed fingers.
I guess I could have also said 1,149, but semantics. It works. And you?
Grunt. I am the Karate Master. I am the leader here. You wish to challenge us? Expect no mercy. Fwah!
So here we go. The big head honcho of the gym. Black Belt Koichi. He's got 2 Pokemon, Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. I figure I won't wait until you see him to, finish that sentence. Point is, they're pretty darn strong. Ooh, high jump kick. So yeah, that'll work to our advantage. High jump kick is a high risk, high reward move. If you miss, you take a lot of damage, but if you hit, man, does it hurt. Still, that worked out for us, and especially for Tiamat, seeing as she grew a level. Growing to level 33, 2 HP, 3 attack, 1 defense, 1 special attack, 1 special defense, and 2 speed. Very nice. And now the other one, Hitmonchan. Now, you may have guessed, this was the actual Pokemon I planned on using because they specialize in using a whole bunch of punching moves. Though, like I already mentioned, they're really terrible in this generation just because all of the special punching moves are just that. They're special. So they don't use the actual physical stat that Hitmonchan has. It's a shame.
Hua! Beaten.
Yeah, sorry, guy.
Indeed, I have lost. But I beseech you, do not take our emblem as your trophy. In return, I will give you a prized fighting Pokemon. Choose whichever one you like.
So, at this point, you're at a crossroads. You can only take one. On the left is the hard-kicking Hitmonlee. On the right is the piston-punching Hitmonchan. As I've already been over, Hitmonchan is almost completely useless. They do learn some really good physical moves, don't get me wrong, but frankly, if you want a good fighting type, you're picking Hitmonlee, at least in this generation. So, that's what we'll do. We don't care about giving it a nickname. Otherwise, for prosperity's sake, let's go show off its Pokédex entry. I forget where it is, so a scrolling we will go. Where was it? That was Primeape. Let's see here. Hitmonlee. Where are thee? Ah, number 106. The kicking Pokemon. When in a hurry, its legs lengthen progressively. It runs smoothly with extra long, loping strides. Huh, how interesting. Bet you never thought about that. So yeah, unfortunately, you can only get one. This is a pretty big instance of, regardless of what version you have, you're only getting one, but at least you have a choice. What's this? Pokemon Trainer Fan Club. Many trainers have scribbled their names on this sign. Huh, sounds cool. Let's take a look. Hey there. Brock's the last word on cool. End of story. Now there's a guy who I want to be like. Fair. And you?
All of us gathered here are fans of Pokemon trainers. The way they look in battle, they are the picture of coolness. Perhaps you'll be talked about here too, if you keep winning.
Hey, fair enough. And you?
I wonder if I can become a cool trainer one day.
You probably can. And how about you?
I think trainers are so cool when they're battling. Don't you think so too?
I'd say so. I think we look pretty all right. And yeah, that's kind of all that's in here. Kind of neat, though. So, have a good day, I suppose. Otherwise, there's a nice little Pokemart. So, how's it going?
Max Repel keeps weaker Pokemon from appearing. Max Repel stays effective longer than Super Repel.
And how? It's a very good item. Otherwise, you?
Revive is costly, but it revives fainted Pokemon.
It is quite good, and it does, in fact, do that. Otherwise, hey there. So yeah, at this point, they have Great Balls, Hyper Potions, which are expensive, though they do heal 200 hit points, which is pretty darn good. They still sell Revives. And man, oh man, do they sell one of the best items in the game, Full Heals. It heals all the status problems of one Pokemon. These are universal cure-alls. Frankly, I think I'm going to grab about 20 of them. They're just that good. Otherwise, they still got Max Ropes and Max Repels. These things are great. Though I will warn you, technically speaking, I want to say Super Repels are more cost effective. You get more steps per dollar than you do from Max Repels. At least I believe. There's a weird, funny thing about that, so keep it in mind. Otherwise, that's all we really need here. Also, did I talk to you? I don't feel like I did. Hey, come on now.
Ow, watch where you're walking.
Well, fair enough. So yeah, otherwise, the only other thing left here to do is to take on Silphco, which we will be doing. I would just rather go in the Poke Center and make sure we've actually talked to all these people, because frankly, I don't think we have. Hey there, how's it going?
Pokemon growth rates differ from species to species.
They certainly do. And what about you, Guy? Got anything neat for us to learn?
Wouldn't this be great if the Elite Four came and stopped Team Rocket?
Yeah, that would be nice, but unfortunately, that's going to be our job. Go figure. Besides, we could use the experience. And what about you, old-timer?
Silphco is widely known to all. It's a victim of its own fame. It attracted Team Rocket.
Yeah, that does kind of happen when you're a huge mega corporation, doesn't it? Besides, I'm sure it's attracted all sorts of other nefarious types as well. Still, we'll get nice and healed and get ready to go siege the building. Otherwise, seeing as Tiamat did frankly quite well, let's move Zinx back in front and let her do some real damage, huh? After all, I was kind of just worried she would get beaten into a pulp by those fighting types. I don't think Psychic type confers a resistance to fighting type. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure being Ice type, she's still very weak to fighting. So just keep it in mind. Good ol' Silphco, huh? This is a massive building and frankly, probably the biggest dungeon in the game. At least the base game. So, keep it in mind. Granted, a lot of the bigness of this place comes from the fact that there are just a ton of floors and a lot jam-packed in them. So yeah, let's see, floor 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I want to say it goes all the way up to like 11. Well, let's take a look. 7. Excuse me. 8. 9. 10. And 11. So yeah, this place is absolutely massive. And frankly, it's going to take us quite a long time to get through every single one of these floors. So, may as well start on floor 2 and start working our way up, huh? Now look, we're not going to get all that far in here, but may as well see what we can do. Otherwise, the major gimmick here are these. Step on this tile, and you'll be transported somewhere else. Don't worry, they're not random. Just don't expect them to take you anywhere maybe immediately helpful. For now, I'm going to avoid them and see what we can do on the floors without their help.
Hey kid, what are you wandering here for?
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to kick your butt. So come on, let's get to it. Ooh, 5 Pokemon? Wow. To be fair, they're not all that leveled. So frankly, this is going to be pretty great for Zinx. Now, this is a very fun first battle for her. Or well, I guess second battle, seeing as she fought in the dojo. But first battle in Silphco, she could use either Ice Punch or Psychic, which are both super effective. So, give him the good old Ice Punch. And look at that. Wonderful damage. Frankly, I'm excited because look at that experience. 1,372? She's going to be leveling up very fast. That's why, frankly, I didn't mind not getting a level 30 Poliwhirl because, frankly, it's not going to matter. Just look at that damage. Heck, honestly, I might even be able to get away by using Powder Snow on these guys. In fact, maybe I will. It'd be cool to see the animation, so let's take a look. Huh. Cool. And yeah, admittedly, Ice type's phenomenal. It's great against flying and dragon Pokemon. We haven't seen any dragons because, much like Ghost, there's only one family of dragon types. So don't expect to see them much. Kinda weird, huh? There's only one family of ghosts and one family of dragon types in the entire game. Kinda strange. Though dragon is kinda universally good. So, you know. Also, Zinx grew to level 29, gaining 2 HP, 1 attack, 1 defense, 2 special attack, 2 special defense, and 2 speed. Pretty darn good. Ooh, Raticate. We don't have a great way of dealing with you. Maybe let's try Lovely Kiss. And you know, I gotta say, I love that animation. It looks almost kind of like a little demon flying down and giving the thing a kiss. It's kind of a cool animation. Otherwise, let's give this Raticate a nice Ice Punch, huh? Something nice and powerful with some good stab to boot. Not bad. Almost a one-hit KO. Otherwise, yeah, see, I figured Raticate would be faster. So, let's use Powder Snow and call it a day. Pretty darn good. I gotta say, Zinx is gonna be pretty phenomenal. Still, though, just make sure she doesn't take too many hits.
I goofed.
Yeah, you sure did. Still, you didn't know we were packing a pretty darn powerful Pokemon. So, anything else down here? Well, of course, there's a whole nother rocket. Hey there, guy.
No kids are allowed in here.
Huh, why is that, huh? What, afraid some little punk's gonna ruin your whole operation? Well, you'd be right to be fearful. Ah, Cubone! Hello there. Now, I forget. It's either ice is weak to ground, or ground is super effective against ice? Or maybe it's neutral. I might be thinking of rock. I think rock is actually weak or super effective to ice. Ice is a very strange type. Oh yeah, there you go. Ice is super effective against ground. And then otherwise, I think it's weak to rock or something like that. I always mix them up. I might just be thinking of ground. For now, I'm just going to say I'm thinking of ground. Because frankly, it's such a strange type that I wouldn't blame you for forgetting all the things it's weak and resistant to. In fact, maybe I'll quick look that up and prove myself, just so I know. Otherwise, 501 experience for a Zubat? Hey, I'll take it.
Tough.
Yeah, that's how she goes, huh? Still, not bad. Also, for reference, ice is super effective toward grass, ground, flying, and dragon types, and it's weak to fire types, fighting types, rock types, and steel types. So yeah, that's why it's a little weird to remember what it is and isn't super effective against. It's just a whole slew of strange things. Otherwise, though, frankly, like I said, Silphco is a massive building, and we've only just begun. I'd rather not keep you here for several hours, so I think next time we play Pokemon Leaf Green, we'll really get to show off Zinx some more, and probably show off the whole team. It'll be a good time. So, As always, I've been Brad. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.